Hey guys, today let's check out one of the most famous song by Paul Hardcastle. Well, I'm always a huge fan of Paul Hardcastle. Well, he released many disco songs back in the 1980s, and he later focused on smooth and more jazzy music, which I recommend to you guys. And Paul Hardcastle's 19, released in 1980s, is one of the most famous songs by him, and I like it very much. And let's listen to it, shall we? Here's some background knowledge about Paul Hardcastle's 19. Well, this song mainly focuses on the issues faced by the U.S. veterans from the Vietnam War, and it raised awareness about those veterans because these veterans usually got some mental health issues such as PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, and other health problems. So Hardcastle, as a British himself, he talks about the stories about the veterans of the U.S. So it's a pretty incredible song for everyone to listen. And let's listen to it. Let's check out this record first. You can see this record, at least this version, was released in Japan. And the first side is Paul Hardcastle's 19, and the second side, the opposite side, is The Fly By Night by him as well. I'm a huge fan of Paul Hardcastle, and I recommend you guys to listen to many of his songs. For example, Desire in his later years. It's a very relaxing jazz music, and 40 Years, this song, so-called 40 Years, was released in 1980s as well, mainly focused on the issues of the Cold War, the tensions between the US and the USSR. Another very good song, I think, is called Don't Waste My Time, also released in 1980s. In his early years of music, it's also disco or some kind of that 80s versions of songs, those kind of styles. And let's stop yapping and let's get into the music.
In 1965, Vietnam seemed like just another foreign war, but it wasn't. It was different in many ways, and so were those who did the fighting. In World War II, the average age of the combat soldier was 26. In Vietnam, he was 19. 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 19. The heaviest fighting of the past 2 weeks continued today, 25 miles northwest of Saigon. I wasn't really sure what was going on. 19. In Vietnam, the combat soldier typically served a 12-month tour of duty, but was exposed to hostile fire almost every day. 700 enemy troops were killed last week in that sensitive border area. Throughout all of South Vietnam, the enemy lost a total of 2,689 soldiers. after coming home, almost 800,000 men are still fighting the Vietnam None of them received a hero's welcome.
that's all for today's video. I hope you enjoy. And before I go, maybe in the future I will show more about Paul Hardcastle's work and introduce him a little bit, because I'm a huge fan of him and I've been listening to his songs since 2020. It's been 5 years. And also, Paul Hardcastle is not famous. I mean, at least cannot compare to his huge success in 1980s. Maybe it will gain some attraction to him, and more people will acknowledge his works, I think. And that's all for today. Thank you for watching.